G'day, folks. Australians spend over 11 hours a year on hold for customer service. Telcos remain the worst offenders, but the wait times are averaging around 1.8 hours. More than just being annoying, it has real consequences. Surveys show that anywhere from 57 to 79% of customers are ready to switch providers after a poor service experience. So does the rise of AI-powered chat and voice agents promise to end all of the long waits? If you've been on YouTube lately, you might think building voice agents is a cinch. I've tried it myself, running N8N for workflow automation and using 11 Labs for an Aussie voice.
Hi, Michael. I'm your customer service agent for you to help you resolve your telephone and internet issues.
The demos look pretty good and the text seems pretty straightforward enough. But then the reality hits. Getting from a neat proof of concept to a fully functional enterprise-grade system is another story entirely. If you really look into agents, you can see that this is really a workflow, not an agent. You remember that AI is like a little brain in the machine that you trust to do the right thing, and it needs to take some agency. And this workflow is more a workflow, and sure, the brain is in there and we give it prompts to make it do its thing, but it's not a real agentic thing that takes action. First, let's consider who actually rings call centers. Tech-savvy folks use chatbots, self-service portals, or ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, or the sweary Grok. But that's not everyone. I know an 80-year-old who still believes that Facebook is the internet and still pays bills in cash down at the post office. She's typical of many callers stuck in long queues. When telco wait times average 1.8 hours, these are the people who feel it the most. AI voice agents face serious technical obstacles. Speech recognition errors. Even top speech-to-text engines can have word error rates of 15 to 18%.
Hey Siri, navigate to 87 Market Street, South Melbourne.
Getting directions to 87 Mark Street, North Melbourne.
Accents, noise, people chatting in the background, and casual sort of speech with acronyms and stuff can all add friction. Latency and thinking time. AI models can't always respond instantly, creating unnatural pauses or talk over issues, network problems, and all of a sudden, did you hear me? ChatGPT voice mode uses the 4.0 turbo mode because speed is of the essence, but that's not their smartest model. Their smartest model will go away and think. And the reason they're using turbo mode is because it's fast, because they understand that people talk and think fast and they want a response. They just want an acknowledgement that you're listening. Then there's security and privacy. Hooking a private customer data into AI means strict compliance, encryption, privacy safeguards. Then there's that human connection, the empathy deficit. AI can't say polite words like, I understand, because they don't understand, and the caller's emotional context the way a human can. When developers try to scale a proof of concept, the complexity balloons. Firstly, you may need a manager agent to sit above the main agent to monitor primary ones so they don't go off the rails. And this is pretty common with AI, that you need an AI to supervise the AI. Then you need context management. The AI must keep track of who said what and keep the confirmations updated. Memory is expensive in AI, and the problem with the big guys is they're all trying to work this out. And some of them are better than others with this memory of remembering context from a few conversations ago. The price tag on compute for memory can be a big issue in a private network. Separate agents for next question prediction, transcript cleanup, or thinking or researching customer data tasks behind the scenes. This means now we've got 3 agents doing the same thing. One making sure the thing doesn't go off track, and then we've got one that got to go away and have a think, the one that executes on tasks, maybe queries an API to get customer data. Then we've got integration and security. Plugging into internal systems means that the robust architecture that meets privacy laws. Then you need to host it in a professional cloud. So you can't piecemeal this with a handful of virtual machines because it's expensive and it can turn into a real nightmare if you don't deploy it properly at scale with services that run and having scalable architecture. This can be a real pain in the neck if you don't spin it up properly. Despite the hurdles, there's a real opportunity for improvement. Only around 26% of Australian government systems currently run in the cloud, and governments around the world are not much better. And many enterprise backends are still on some outdated tech. And I know a few that's still on IBM mainframes that are more than 30 or 40 years old. And even if an AI voice agent can cut average wait times from 1 hours to say 53 minutes, to me that's progress. And we know AI can help. For instance, Telstra found that 9 in 10 of its support agents became more effective with AI instance. Telstra's our Australian biggest telco. While follow-up calls dropped by about 20%. Optus, one of the competitors, has also seen fewer abandoned calls after introducing an AI-driven phone system that routes callers to the correct department. The goal isn't to sack all the human reps. It's to have an AI filter routine calls like account balances, address changes, or basic troubleshooting, while letting human agents handle complex or emotional cases. People still value empathy and nuance. That's why the best approach is a hybrid. AI does what it's good at. Speed, simple question and answer, 24/7 availability. And humans do the rest. Context, problem solving, and genuine empathy. The upshot, AI voice agents aren't ready to replace your job in customer service. Not for a little while yet. But they can help cut wait times and reduce repetitive tasks when implementing thoughtfully. Given the current frustration with hold times, every improvement counts. Human customer service agents aren't going to disappear anytime soon. They're evolving, learning to work with side by side with this AI, delivering better results, faster customer service support, and happier clients. And that, I think, is where we all want to be. Nobody loses their job. In fact, it makes people do their job way better. Thanks for watching.